but I'm gonna read what was sent. But this is mostly for I'm gonna download this from the VOD so I can post it on YouTube later with giving my thoughts and opinions about all of this. All right, and this is what was said. Dear Miss Hunter, after carefully consideration, we have decided to make adjustments to the on-site activity plan for... Oh wait, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. It was this one. Okay. Dear Miss Hunt, but that's really upsetting here. Let me just read that, finish it. Okay. Dear Miss Hunter, after careful consideration, we have decided to make an adjustment to on-site activity on Anime Expo 2026. The event will now feature activities centered on the 5 love interests. And this is me saying, fuck you. They should have not touched it. But they were, I guess they were backed into a corner. Xavier, Zane, Raphael, Silas, and Caleb. These include interactive activities, check-in activities, distribution of 2026 giveaway packs, merchandise sales, and more. These refer to official on-site guidance for specific interaction of formats and participation procedures. Participants who have secured a spot with Valco, which is really sad. This is a shame. Valco's interactive session will retain their eligibility to participate. Update sessions, arrangements, and participation details will be sent to your registration email as soon as possible. Please check your inbox for further updates. If you do not receive any email or have any questions regarding the update session arrangements, please contact the Love&deepspace this email and include a copy of your session confirmation email and your in-game UID. We will verify your relevant information and assist you accordingly. Basically, this is bullshit. I'm sorry to say it so eloquently. And I'm not a person that normally curses. I hate cursing because cursing is vulgar. But, like, this is bullshit. That because of what I'm gonna read next, they removed a cosplayer. I hope this cosplayer got paid beforehand for all the trouble that was caused. Because this is nonsense. They should not have done this. Because of a negative majority, you isolated the positive minority. Those who actually genuinely accepted Valco as he was and were not upset with him being there. And I don't care what other girlies were saying. He did not come out of left field. No one was blindsided. He has been in production along with our other... I'm just gonna continue. I'm sorry. I have to continue. But you're gonna be hearing me rant. A letter to all players. Dear Mrs. Hunter, we sincerely apologize for reaching out once again, over the past several days, which in this case it's been a week and also a couple of days, our team has been closely following your conversations and feedback across the platforms. Which ones have you been reading? Because it wasn't the ones that I've been reading. Every single one was positive. I got so much artwork and positivity that says Falco is welcomed in our community. I don't know who they were listening to, but let's continue. For the issues that have secured a surface since the announcement of 6.0 version and the frustrations these have caused our community, we want to sincerely state we are sorry, as you should not. And if we're going to be apologizing, what you have to apologize for is not adding Caleb and Silas's, I'm not saying main story. That is not what I'm complaining about. Because I already knew they were going to come out with their main story stuff after the release of Valko. Because it was a given. I wasn't going to complain. I knew their stuff was going to come out. It's inevitable. Because it's according to the plan, the OG3 got their branch stories into the late 2024. I get that you guys were upset that we didn't get anything in 2025, but we had to also get to know these characters a little bit more. But it's not like we did not get main story update last year. We did. And it's also not like we did not get another main story update in the beginning of the year. Yes, I understand that we did not get anything towards the end of the year, but we got a whole bunch of World Underneath stories that explains what's going on in the story. If you don't read that, you don't know what's going on. Okay, let's continue before I start going into another rant. As we've experienced before, as we expressed before, our version or our vision for Love&deepspace has been always our vision for Love&deepspace has always been building to build a world that goes alongside you. Thank you, Raven. Alongside you, one that offers a rich, deep sense of companionship over time. As various issues arise in recent days, we have moved quickly to make the necessary adjustments. After reflecting on recent events, we recognize what we moved forward with the introducing okay, let me read that again. After reflecting on recent events, we recognize that we moved forward with the introduction of Valko before we were truly ready. In doing so, we let down the players who have supported us from the start, and we also fell short of delivering the experience that players anticipate Valko's deserves. After extensive internal discussion, we have decided to make the following changes. Before I even start going into this, like, I can understand where the girlies are upset in certain aspects. Because we did want... Yeah, they are. They are starting their own downfall. Because a lot of us girlies, me included, I wanted more stuff from Silas and Caleb because they are far, far behind in terms of content compared to Xavier, Zane, and Raphael. They don't have two other anecdotes. They don't have a second Bond story, and it's not fair to them whatsoever. That's what I was expecting during this 6.0 update, but they did not deliver that. I was perfectly fine with Valko being in the game. So, those who are upset that he's in the game or was going to be in the game really need to reconsider what their priorities were. Because you got upset at the wrong person. Or at the wrong thing. Because, like I said before, Valko has been in development alongside all the other guys. He's been in there since 2020 when they started developing the game. They went through betas for him already. They just were polishing him to make sure that he was shiny for us. And you spat in Involt's face. You spat in every other fan who plays this game's face because you wanted main story content. You got main story content. And what did you do? Oh, it wasn't Silas. Oh, it wasn't Caleb. Who cares? We needed the 6 love interests. We needed Valko to be a part of the game so the story can continue. And yet you spit in their face. You spit in our wolf's face. Because it wasn't your Lee. It's insane. And now this statement right here, the number 1, makes me more upset because it could be that we will never get Valko ever again. I mean, I'm not too... let me just read this. We have decided to cancel both the launch and any further development of a new love interest. We also commit to no additional love interests will be introduced in future content plans. This is fine with me. I don't want 9, I don't want a 7, I don't want an 8th, and I don't want a 9th love interest. Those 3, I don't care about. I don't want them. Even if they were introduced or conceptualized in development, I don't care anymore. All I care about is Valko because you already introduced him as a character that can be a part of the game. And now you're retracting it because a few negative people are upset? Listen to everyone's opinion, not the majority. Listen to also your minority. I understand that the CN community, not all CN girlies are like this. It's mostly the CN, nutcases. I'm sorry to call you that. But, the girls, or... I can't even... I don't know if I should call them this, because I'm not even call them CN anything. It could be any one of these girlies. I'm going to call them the negative girlies. The NGs. The NGs should not have spoken. If you have a problem with the character, shut up. Because he wasn't made for you. Because, let me just tell you this. If you do not, and it's the fandom thing. If you do not like the character or the content, do not interact. It is your choice. You can police yourself, but do not police anyone else's fun. Do not yuck my yum, okay? I fell in love with Valko, okay? I didn't even get the chance to meet him properly in the main story. And now I might not even get a chance. Because of this. And I hate it. I want to cry right now, but I'm going to be as composed as I can. But I am genuinely upset. It is nonsensical in every term. I am so glad that, like, the part of the fandom that I'm in has been very welcoming to Valko and very, like, understanding of what's the situation, but also being just as upset as I am. I already put in the description of both my YouTube video and in and in the description of the Twitch page right here on the bottom in the about section, the link to a petition that you guys can fill out to bring Valko back. But, like, that's all I can do as a streamer. It really is. It really hurts me. I'm upset. And I already said my piece, more or less. I mean, I'm still going to probably be upset today, tomorrow, and the next day. But there's nothing I can do because my voice has already been drowned out in the thunder and I cannot get it back. Okay, let's continue reading. All other game systems and further original schedule for 6.0, including the Home 2.0 and the AR photo booth, as well as a limited... Hi, Jenny. I know, I'm devastated too. But at least, like, here I am. I am a Valko stan here through and through at this point because he's gonna be my honorary number one, even though Zane is my number one for all intents and purposes. But because of the situation we're in, he is my honorary, like, the number one, no matter who you ask. I'll always say it's gonna be the Grey Wolf, which I'm gonna be naming, that will be my shipping name for Zane and Valko, the Grey Wolves. Why? Because Grey Wolves live in Arctic places. The Canis lupuses. The Ice Wolves. Okay, fine. Maybe Ice Wolf might be a little bit better. Okay, the 6.0 photo booth, as well as a limited time selectable 5-star memory ranking up event, will proceed as planned. The outfits, photo poses, and scenes, the night hunt box, the second anniversary's 4-star memory selection crate, original plans are rewards for the hunt in Lincoln. No, I'm not even excited for it. I'm not even gotten to that point yet. I'm like, if they release like Raphael's myth early, because according to the schedule, he was supposed to be released at the end of the month, towards the end of July, and now they're doing this. They removed Valko. So let me finish reading this, and I will give my 100% thoughts on this. Because I also have a theory this might be a marketing ploy. But if it's not, like, and they release Raphael early, we're going to have problems, because then the CN community, the global community, everybody is going to have their pitchforks and torches and pitchforks ready and attacking Infold, all because they released Raphael before he was ready. And they shouldn't have done that. It's a marketing ploy, I think, but we won't know until all of this isn't said and done. And also, the ones who are the cruelest get silenced. The outfits, photo poses, and scenes and night. Okay. Original plan will the hunter and link on event will instead be sent to all players as free via in-game mail after the version update. So we're gonna get a crate, hopefully, with all the allies 4 stars that we may or may not be have been missing. Going forward, the entire team will focus on further development, developing the story and long-term companionship experiences of our 5 existing love interests while ensuring a stable pace of main story production and updates. This, again, sorry for being so, like, eloquently vulgar, but this is, again, bullshit on the highest level. Because this, we needed Valko for the main story to continue. And now that they're taking him away, what are you gonna do? You have to now wait for September, November, for more main story stuff to come out. How selfish can you be to prevent more main story to come out just because you did not like a character? Like I said before, do not engage if you do not like. If you do not like, do not engage. You only have to pull on the character if you don't want to. No one told you. No one's holding a gun to your head saying, pull on the cards. I dare you. No one's saying that. But because people are such jerks, or some of these, like, players, not all of them. I love you girlies. I really do. But there are a select few who think that because they are meaner, that their voices are louder, that they are correct. They are not. You're ruining it for the rest of us. Raphael's new solar slot memory and companion will be released in July. When in July? We don't know. It could be literally during this banner that's coming up, or some point at the end like they're supposed to originally do. Because the banner for Valko, I believe, is supposed to last until the 18th, I believe. No, not the 18th. Maybe the 25th. I believe the 25th of July. So after the 25th of July, we would have gotten Raphael's, like, 4th myth. And yet, you guys, the negative few, or negative majority, wanted to rush this. And then if this gets rushed and it's poor quality, your head is on the chopping block. Okay? Just know that. Your head is going to be on the chopping block for a lot of people. Because you could not keep your mouth shut. I'm so sorry for being, like, this eloquently, like, pissed off. But I am not happy about this. And if I get flack for this, I apologize. I always will apologize for all of my words that I say before I even do the statement. And I'll even apologize after every single statement. But what I'm saying is my opinion. And my concerns. And my thoughts. And my feelings. And they are just as valid as Thank you, Raven. They are just as valid as the ones who are speaking negative about this game. I would also speak negative about this game as well. Like, I'm still want like Silas and Caleb to get their bond stories and their anecdotes and the same amount of companions that Raphael, Zane, and Xavier came with the game with. But now it's just a waiting game that unfortunately just was passed over. There's a lot of things that happened in the 6.0 update livestream that I was not happy about and I did not agree with. But the one thing that I did agree with was Valko being introduced, because it gave us a main story. And another thing that I was actually very positive about, even though I'm not going to use that feature, is the update to the home feature, the kitchen. I'm happy for that because there are some days when if I want to eat with the LIs, that was a feature that was featured in the live stream. We can eat with the guys. Though I thought it was going to be a with you feature, but this is good. This is better than nothing. I'm not complaining about that. But those who complained about the introduction of Valko, their voices needed to be silenced. I'm sorry to say that, but you guys were mean and you were bullies. And you bullied a gaming company because you thought just because your money went into this game more than the globals, that your voice is more important. It is not. Your voice is just as important as everybody else's. I can admit that. But your voice was in the wrong place. If you're going to complain about main story, direct it in the other direction. If your complaint is about there not being enough Silas, not enough Caleb, tell them, hey, you could have sent us a bond. You could have given us a bond story for these two. But instead, you were like, because Valko is introduced, you're going to throw a fit. And how dare you say he's ugly? He is not ugly. And how dare you say that he looks too Western? These are fictional characters. We got a merman. Okay? None of these characters are real. And until you understand that, we have nothing to talk about. Stop with the parasocial attitude towards these characters. And direct your... If you're going to be upset and throw complaints, don't attack the main story because you just spat on the silver platter that we got. Okay? You just spat in it. You defecated on our silver platter. Why would you do that? We were gifted a main story. We were going to get more lore and understanding for these characters and their mindsets. And yet, you were like, it wasn't Raphael. It wasn't Xavier. It wasn't Silas. It wasn't Zane. It wasn't Caleb. Who cares? Valko has been in production for years. He was a part of the OG6. Okay? They've been developing this character since the game was in production. And don't you dare say that you were blindsided, because if you were blindsided, then you must be actually blind. Because he was in the game, introduced and everything. Whenever you go to the home screen, he was there. Whenever you had to choose the stories that you want to read, he was there. There was a missing slot on the, like, our memory section. There was a missing slot. We had a Selectrum with his eye color. He has been in production since day one. And you spat in his face. How rude can you be? Let me just continue before I start going into more. I'm so upset, okay? I'm very upset. And there's no amount of Raphael coming home when he's supposed to that can fix this. I'm just saying. Farspace Colonel Caleb and Unkindness leader Silas will also return to the main story branches in September and November, which means this was already planned. And because you guys had to jump the gun, really, seriously, because you guys decided to jump the gun, we won't get anything until September. That is 2 to 3 months from now. I'm so sorry if I'm making my mic spike, but that is literally what's going on. You guys, because of your, I should never call anybody idiots, but because of your idiocracy and your, like, unforeseen forethought, you jumped the gun. We were gonna get branch stories. And I knew this. And I'm not even that serious of a player. I knew from the beginning. Because I was looking at patterns. Because I knew the moment that Valko was introduced, we were going to get branch stories for the rest of the LIs that didn't have anything yet. And now we get nothing until September. I hope you're happy. Congratulations. By participating in the... Okay, I need to calm down. By participating in the... relevant events, players will be able to obtain the corresponding 5-star main story branch memories for free. No duh! You guys really don't think that far ahead. I'm not saying this to Infold or to Love&deepspace because they're doing their best. It's the negative people who jumped the gun who ruined it for the rest of us. We will continue to devote all our care and efforts into bringing our rich stories and game experience. Beginning today, and the counting for 30 days, players who log in each day will receive a Deep Space wish via the in-game mail. This is, by the way, I already went looking into this. I already logged in, collected what I needed from the in-game mail. And yes, it is what they're saying. And by the way, this is a permanent wish, not the limited ones. If they said it was going to be a limited one, they would have said it. But this is going to be the permanent golden wishes. The ones that you would have gotten if you use diamonds. So thank you, Infold, for saving me 4,500 diamonds. Thank you very much. And I'm not trying to say that sarcastically. I'm just really upset, so it sounds sarcastic. I'm going to thank them for this, but you should not have also rewarded the people who were tearing you guys down. It's like giving your bullies your lunch money. This is the equivalent of that. And I hope those people who are very negative or vocally very negative for this game get banned with no way to come back. Because that's what they deserve as a punishment for mistreating, like, your characters. We hope this can offer some compensation for the disappointment and disruption caused by these adjustments. To our community, once again, we apologize. So again, a little too late for me at this point. And I'm literally debating on whether or not to stop playing this game entirely. But since I already dedicated... Oh, and I'm not going to even tell you how much money I spent already this year. Not in the 2 years that I've played, just in this year. Because I am not calculating how much I spent for the last year. I'm not. It is too much. And I'd rather not. But it was up to this point, because I calculated every single one of the purchases I've done in-game. And I've spent already... And I know this is just some pocket change to some of you guys who already got VIP. But I've already spent $1,200 plus on this game. That is rent. That was groceries. That's too much money for my taste. Okay? I already spent so much for this game. Though it went to a good place to develop the characters and the storylines and the application of the game, but yet my little contribution got also again spat at. I get that there's some who spend like a lot of money who already VIP, but I don't. That's my fear. I don't want VIP. My biggest fear is spending over $3,000 or $5,000 on this game for no reason. I'm happy that I'm doing it, but I'm not like proud of it. To our community, once again, we apologize because of our actions. The joy you should have found in Lincoln City became a source of distress, and the feeling you hold most dear were hurt. We are deeply sorry for the hurt and disappointment we have caused. No, don't feel that way. If you're gonna feel upset on our behalf for disappointing us, the only thing that, again, like what I'm saying I'm disappointed in, I was never disappointed in Valko coming in. I was disappointed in the fact that we did not get anything for Silas and Caleb. That is it. That's all I was upset about. Because I do want them to have a second Bond story. I did want those 2 other anecdotes. I did want those 2 other companions, or at this point 4, for these characters. That's what I wanted. We did not receive it, and they better give it to us during these branch stories, because why wouldn't they at this point? Like, send emails, fill out the surveys, do something, because that's all you can do. Love and Deep Space has always been about sharing love with you and protecting the love we all hold dear. That purpose has never wavered. Every step forward taken by the love interests and Lincoln City, from its beginning to where it stands today, has been shaped by your feedback your passion, and your trust. This, I'm losing you're losing my trust here. You still have my passion, but you lost my trust. Because you removed an essential character that would have like like that would have expanded upon the lore in the main story. Hello, Il. Oh, no, never mind. This is a that was a bot. My bad. Okay. Where was I? It is your presence, care, and companionship that give the world its meaning, and us the strength to and direction to move forward. Over the past 2.5 years, we shared moments of joy and gratitude, as well as challenges and difficult times. Through every late night devoted to making this world better, it has been a moment you're sharing in Lincoln City. We hope to continue walking this road with you, building a world where love can take root, grow, and bloom. Going forward, we will work hard, listen to more carefully, and do our utmost to honor the trust. Again, you lost my trust. How you have placed in us. Again, you lost my trust because of this bullshit. And also, when you say you're gonna listen carefully, you better be listening to everyone's voice, not just the ones who pay. Okay? Understand that, Infold? Understand that, Love and Deep Space? Don't listen to everyone who lines your pockets. It's the ones who are there since the beginning, though we may not have that much money, but we are loyal as hell. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yell. um I know, right? And oh, I am so upset on everyone's behalf. That's what I get for being a what's the word I'm looking for? Empathist. I'm empathetic. We will stay focused on developing the experience you deserve, one filled with love, where every moment in Lincoln City can once again become a joyful and treasured moment. Lincoln City will always be here for you. I don't think so. In certain aspects, I think it's going to go down the drain. Thank you for your trust. No, you should not thank me for my trust because you already lost it. Your honest feedback. I give you my feedback every single time I log on to streaming. Okay? I will give you, if you want my feedback from now on, because I've been holding my tongue up to this point, and I have stopped complaining. And also, I told myself after the 6.0, no, before the 6.0 update happened, that I was going to voice my complaints afterwards. Before, I was holding my tongue. Sure, I had some complaints here and there that were going to go on deaf's ear. But now, every single time there is a complaint on my behalf, I'm vocalizing it entirely. I should actually start sending emails every single time I have a complaint. But I'm not as eloquent as some of you girlies are, very creative and eloquent with very professional language for those emails. Thank you for your trust, honest feedback, and engagement, and for being with us every step of the way. Our companionship has helped. No, your companionship has helped light the path ahead. I don't know what you mean by our companionship. It's mostly those who have deep pockets. Ahead, and your faith in us has given meaning to every effort we make. Thank you for your love throughout this journey. It gives us the courage to keep moving forward. You better be careful with your next words from now on. We hope to repay the love with even more and even better content in the days to come. And this is why I'm saying this might be a marketing ploy, because lads, Valko canceled, they would never do a hashtag like this, I think. This sounds like a marketing ploy. If it is not, the egg's on my face. But this sounds like a marketing ploy, because some of this made absolutely no sense. It just basically gave rage bait to everyone. Hell, let me even show you what makes me even more upset. Window capture. I have to create a new source. Web page. Oh, sorry. That was the soundtrack that's still playing in the background. Okay. Let me just remove this for a second so you guys can actually see what I'm going to be seeing. This is the official web page, mind you. You just put it behind me. This is the official web page. And if you see, where is Valko? Nowhere to be seen. They're shuffling through every other LI. Like, seriously. Where is Valko? You removed him because of nonsense. He was here before and you removed him. That makes me more upset than you think. Like, no, you cannot do that. But they did, and there's nothing we can do about it because the marketing and Infold have it they're in the back pockets of the deep pocket players who speak negative words about this game. That's where it is. Like, and they even removed, I read it before, they removed Valko's cosplayer from Anime Expo. I'm not going to be there because I live on the East Coast and Anime Expo is on the West. I don't have enough money to make it to Anime Expo if I wanted to. But I'm happy from where I am right now. And there is an anime convention that I'm going to be going to on my side of the woods. neck of the woods. But also, like, they, because of the negative few, you took the job away from a cosplayer. You took the job away from game developers. You took the job away from story writers. You took the job away from, like, animators. You took the job from voice actors. Not one voice actor, but 5. How cruel and insensitive and selfish can you be? Like, seriously. You took jobs away. Are you happy? Are you proud of yourself? Because if you are, stop it. Look within yourself. How would you feel if you got fired from your job tomorrow? You wouldn't be so happy, would you? I know I wouldn't be happy. How would you feel? If your bosses brought you into the office and say, because of your actions that you took, even though sure, it was on a video game, there are girls who cried crocodile tears on the internet because they didn't like the character. That is so stupid. Because your information can be traced back to you. And because of your activity and what bullying you have done, it'll trace back to you. And how would you feel if you got fired because of that? Because I know where I am. You get fired for that kind of behavior. Because of the way that you behave on the internet and in public, it reflects poorly on the company that you were working for. And you get fired over this. Or hell, even suspended or expelled indefinitely. There's no coming back from this. And if there is a way that this was a marketing ploy, thank you, Info, for giving back my wolf pup. Thank you. You took away my husband, my mate, because of the select few who want to kill him. I don't appreciate that. You took away my mate. And I'm not happy about that because I'm a werecat and we mate for life. Oh my god. I've already, like, I've said my piece. I don't know if my thoughts came across clearly or, like, my emotions were riled up. Maybe we should look at some Love and Deep Space Instagram arts because that's the only thing that's going to make me feel better at this point. Because the community that I'm in, or at least the positive part, have made so much art for Valco that it makes me feel hope for the future. Like I said before, there's a petition if you want to fill it out. It's in the description below. It's also in the about section of my profile on Twitch. But we're gonna look at all the positivity that was gifted to us on Instagram. Because that's the only thing that's gonna make me feel better. At least until we can pull on Raphael's banner. And because I need to calm down. I'm just truly, genuinely upset. And I need some positivity right now to make sure that I don't, like, hurt myself. All right. So here's some more art for me to calm down. How could you lose me when I'm right here? That's so cruel. That's so cruel. This is stuff that I was gonna live for. Oh, oh my god. Okay, this is another one. We have decided to postpone. Not that. We have decided to cancel both the launch and any further development of the new love interest. Okay, all done. They're going to be quite a stir. I hope I wasn't too cruel on them. But prank is a prank. I hope this is not a prank. They even put him in a coffin. You are too funny. Yes, save Valko. Wait, the adoption is off? Poor guy. So unfair. I know, right? This is... Which one? It was this one? This one gave me hope. So much hope. But I really, genuinely need to, like, look through all the Instagram stuff to make sure that I heal my inner child. I'm sorry. Shut up. For the mess. It's not your fault. Maybe in another life? Please don't go. I'm gonna cry. Yep, that one, the hacker. I hope they hacked it. I hope that's what happened. But Jesus Christ, this better be a marketing ploy. But it also feels like it's not. It really doesn't. It also feels like, I don't know. It's so much emotions going on inside me. But yeah, let me just go for 3 more. I need 3 more to heal me. Don't give me that look. Falco, are you alright? Oh, that's me. I'm so in love with this art. These, like, girlies are very, very talented. I wish I had this talent of art, but sadly, I can't even draw stick figures. And I'm even bought some, like, how to draw books recently. Hopefully, I learn enough to draw, like, these characters in the future. But yeah. Alright.